Okay, so part 2 of the video about my apartment. I think, yeah, it's slightly more in focus. Okay. Yeah, I was just looking over here at the other stuff and talked about Groove magazine. You can get at Starbucks, blah blah blah. There's my bed. There's okay, sorry. There we go. That is my tapestry I brought from home, actually, and my little kitty that I showed you. Let's see. Let's go over here. I'll show you my other closet. Let's focus a little bit so it's not like super out of focus. Let's try this. So it's built in. Yeah, there's my clothes. Which, depending on what you can actually see, more nerdiness. But yeah, there's basically my closet and an extra thing for my bed. But it closes up, and I put all these extra like hooks and things on the doors. Some were left before I got here, and this one is just like a suction cup. But yeah, like that's my closet. And there, back to the television. Yeah, it's sort of storing stuff under the desk because I don't really have a lot of room. But yeah, so back from this side of the room, kind of turning around and showing you what you can see. So, yep, that's my house. And some stuff that I've gotten from other places, and I think I showed you the bathroom already. But the exit sign, you can't really tell, but it actually glows in the dark. And so does, if I move this, you guys can see, if it'll let go. I have a phone, but I don't know how that actually works. I'd have to figure out how to like set up a service. But the little thing that looks like a thermostat is, this is, I'll focus it in a second. That it's set on my water. There it goes. That's really better. See the the yellow thing? And then if I push that one, it turns green. Let's try to focus it a little bit more. There we go. So it's green now. The red means it's warming up. But the green is like split between my floor is actually heated and my water. And then if I switch it back to yellow, it's on my water. And then I have an emergency flashlight, and that thing, whatever it says, glows in the dark, and the little dot right there glows in the dark, so I can find it if it's dark in here. Well, there it is. That would be my apartment. So there's, zoom back out so y'all can see more detail. I'm trying not to like show my fingers. But yeah, there's all my stuff. Dirty laundry too. So excuse the laundry. Closet, kind of doing one more once over everything. There's pantry in the kitchen and all that mess, and my washer again. I don't really have anything else that I can think of. Essentially that was it. Like, and then back to the bathroom again. Ta-da. Oh, and you know, a little known fact, if you come to Korea, don't let this stop you and gross you out completely, because it is a little weird. When you go to any bathroom, you throw the used toilet paper in a trash can. You don't flush it, because their system apparently isn't equipped to dealing with flushing toilet paper. So yeah, you know, good to know, because I didn't when I got here. But just so you know, yeah, that's the way that works. It's a little bit weird, and it is slightly nasty, but you get used to it. But anyway, there it is. Ta-da! There's my apartment. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope this is in focus. I don't know if it is or not. I hope it is. Like, it is as best as it can be. So there you go. There's my apartment. This is kind of a, I'm assuming, typical for what you'll get when you sign contracts in Korea. It could be bigger. There's a girl who works at my school who came through the same program, and she has to commute a pretty good ways, but she has a slightly bigger apartment, so I didn't mind about the small apartment, so I picked the small one. But yeah, just that's probably pretty typical. So just kind of keep that in mind. You can see how big it was because I walked around a whole bunch, and then now you can see my, you know, size, so to speak, in perspective of the apartment. So yeah, it's kind of small, but you know, what are you gonna do? But anyway, there you go. And I hope you guys choose to possibly come to Korea. It's totally worth it. There's so much cool stuff to get into. I'm trying not to make this last too terribly long, but there's a lot to do. There's a lot to get into tourist wise. There's a lot to just get into exploratory wise, you know, knowledge wise, you know, entertainment. The theaters here are ridiculous. There's one that somebody told me about today where you pay pretty good little chunk of change, but you can order food, you can sit in a lazy boy, and it's, you know, it may even be equipped to do 3D, because they had like little 3D glasses in the pictures they'd showed me. Ridiculous and awesome. So just all kinds of things to be looking forward to if you decide to come to Korea. And just be careful when you look for schools and read all the fine print in your contracts. Don't let anything go amiss. And better yet, you know, have somebody in your family kind of help you look over the contract just to be safe. Two pairs of eyes to catch something is better than just one. So, but yeah, I mean, I know no Korean either. That's another thing. I know absolutely 3 words, 4 words, and I've been getting by just fine. Because most of the big cities, they have a lot of English speakers, and they speak enough English that you can get what you need without having to really be at a loss. But it wouldn't hurt to learn some. I'm planning to learn more, and just bring like a little phrase book. I have one, and it's helped me for a few things that I've needed. So just stuff like that. And plan to find a lot of neat, cool stuff. You can find a lot of English bookstores here. There's a city called Itaewon that has a bookstore that's all English, like some of the places we have back in the States, but it's called What the Book. And you'll find some interesting other things, but there's a lot of, Itaewon is kind of like the foreigner hotspot, because there's somewhere around there's a military base, so that's why you have so many foreigner things in Itaewon. But there's Hongdae is like right by Seoul, so you can like pretty much walk to the heart of Seoul from Hongdae. I haven't been to many terribly other places, but there is like the legitimate Gangnam, like in Gangnam style size song, you know, that's here, and it's not terribly far out of the city to get to, and it's a pretty interesting place to get into all kinds of neat things. There's just a lot. So, like I said, even without having to reiterate too much, come to Korea if you want to do something really cool and kind of get an opportunity to learn a lot, explore, see a lot of different places for pretty cheap. Outside of Korea as well, you know, travel to other countries while you're here, you know, budget it well, plan well, organize, and you should be fine. So just things like that, you know, keep in mind, and, you know, hope this video helps make or break decisions about whether to come to Korea. So happy travels.